परमानंद हे माधव पदुंगलुचि मकरंद से मकरंद पानकोरी आनंदे बोलो हरि हरि हरिंका नामे भंदा बेला पारी करिबे चका धोला से चका दोलंक पयारे मन मोराहु निरंतरे मन मो निरंतरे राहु हा कृष्ण बोली जीव जाओ हा कृष्ण बोली जाओ जीवो आनंदे बोलो हरि हरि हा कृष्ण बोली जाओ जीवो मोते उधारा राधा धावो मोते उधारा राधा धावो मोते उधारा राधा धावो परमानंद हे माधव ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जना शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वंशाकल्पतरुवैस्य कृपा सिंधु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 5, The Cause of All Causes, text number 15. Narayana Paraveda Deva Narayana Angajaha Narayana Paraloka Narayana Paramakha Narayana Paraveda Deva Narayana Angajaha Narayana Paraloka Narayana Paramakha. Please repeat. Narayana Paraveda Deva Narayana Angaja Narayana Paramakha Narayana Paraveda Deva Narayana Angaja Narayana Paravaraloka Deva Narayana Angaja. Narayana Paralakha. What meaning? Narayana, the Supreme Lord, Paraha is the cause and is meant for Vedaha, knowledge, Devaha, the demigods, Narayana, the Supreme Lord, Anga Jaha, assisting hands, Narayana, the personality of Godhead, Paraha, for the sake of Loka, the planets, Narayana, the Supreme Lord, Paraha, just to please him, Makhaha, all sacrifices. Translation in Prabhupada, purport by Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. The Vedic literatures are made by and are meant for the Supreme Lord. The demigods are also meant for serving the Lord as parts of his bodies. The different planets are also meant for the sake of the Lord, and different sacrifices are performed just to please him. Srila Prabhupada's purport. According to Vedanta Sutra, Shastra Yoni Tvat, the Supreme Lord is the author of all revealed scriptures. And all revealed scriptures are for knowing the Supreme Lord. Veda means knowledge that leads to the Lord. The Vedas are made just to revive the forgotten consciousness of the conditioned souls. And any literature not meant for reviving God consciousness is rejected at once by the Narayana Para devotees. Such deluding books of knowledge, not having Narayana as their aim, are not at all the knowledge, but are the playgrounds for crows who are interested in the rejected refuse of the world. Any book of knowledge, science or art must lead to the knowledge of Narayana, otherwise it must be rejected. That is the way of advancement of knowledge. The supreme worshipable deity is Narayana. The demigods are recommended secondarily for worship in relation to Narayana because the demigods are assisting hands. Assisting hands in the management of the universal affairs. As the officers of a kingdom are respected due to their relation to the king, the demigods are worshipped due to their relation to the Lord. Without the Lord's relation, worship of the demigods is unauthorized. Avidhi purvakam, just as it is improper to water the leaves and the branches of a tree without watering its root. Therefore, the demigods are also dependent on Narayana. The locusts or the different planets are attractive because they have different varieties of life, and the bliss partially representing the Sasit Ananda Vigraha. Everyone wants the eternal life of bliss and the knowledge. In the material world, such an eternal bliss of life and knowledge is progressively realized in the upper planets. But after reaching there, one is inclined to achieve further progress along the path back to Godhead. During duration of life, with a proportionate quantity of bliss and the knowledge may be increased from one planet to another. One can increase the duration of life to thousands and thousands of years in different planets, but nowhere is there eternal life. But one who can reach the highest planet, that of Brahma, can aspire to reach the planet in the spiritual sky where the life is eternal. Therefore, the progressive journey from one planet to another culminates in reaching the supreme planet of the Lord, Madhyadhama, where life is eternal, full of bliss and knowledge. All different kinds of sacrifice are performed just to satisfy Lord Narayana with a view to reach him, and best sacrifice recommended in the age of in the age of Kali is Sankirtan Yajna, the mainstay of the devotional service of a Narayana Para devotee. Narayana Para Deva, Deva Narayana Angaja, Narayana Para Loka, Narayana Para Makha. The Vedic literatures are made by and are meant for the Supreme Lord. The demigods are also meant for serving the Lord as parts of the body. The different planets are also meant for the sake of the Lord, and the different sacrifices are performed just to please Him. Vansa kalpataru vaisa kripa sindhu evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. First of all, I thank you all of the devotees here, and thank you for being invited me to render this small service. So, reading of Srimad Bhagavatam is our life actually. When Srila Prabhupada was asked in the first meeting 1922 by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, immediately we come to know that Prabhupada and his friend, they were paying pranam, Ultal Danga in Bengal only. So where Prabhupada Maharaj met his spiritual master Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So he was not willing to see him. As he was saying, I have seen many sadhus, so I am fed up. So somehow his friend was insisting, if you don't accompany me today, because very soon I am going to be initiated by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, so I will give up the friendship. So on that plea that he was obliged to go and meet Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So both of them were paying pranam, and before they rise up, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, we have seen in the video also last time during Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur disappearance there last, before the vacation. So we saw a video of Avaicharan. So Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said, why you educated people don't take up the step initiative to preach the message of Godhead Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the English-speaking world. So as soon as Avaicharan Prabhu, that time Avaicharan Day, he heard this instruction, then he realized within his heart that he is my eternal master. Then from that day he could not take it so easily what Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj was saying. So that instruction, though look very simple. Why don't you go to the Western world and preach the message of Godhead? Just at the first meeting. The instruction seems to be very simple. Even now also we think, oh, what instruction? Very simple. But he took it, and it actually, the instruction passed through the heart of the Srila Prabhupada. So since then he could not help himself to stop meditating on that instruction. So finally Prabhupada met, he did it, he prepared himself. It took about 40 years. And he met it, he went to United States and he spread, and it is successful now. And we are feeling blissful in our life as a human being. But before Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj sent Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj sent already few of his disciples. And they could not make it successful. And later on, one of the sannyasis who were sent in the intervals, in 1 or 2 intervals, they replied that Guru Maharaj, it is not going to happen. It is a reply from those devotees, sannyasis, who was sent to America, to the European countries, Western world, before Avaicharan was sent. So it was not successful. So they replied that, Guru Maharaj, it is not going to happen. We must do like this, we must do like this. So rather the disciples gave the instruction that how to preach and how to make it successful. So that time Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was very sad. He replied to them, now you become Guru and I become Garu. I gave you some instruction, but now you are saying that it is not going to happen and you are giving me instruction. The disciple is giving instruction to the Guru, so he was feeling very sad. So this is the difference between Srila Prabhupada and the other disciples. They are also his disciples and we cannot discriminate. But I want to highlight some point. Why when Avaicharan went to the USA and made the instruction manifest into a very successful, till now it is going on. We are here all because of that. So what is the difference? The difference is nothing but to keep it in a very short, like who is a Guru? Who is a Prabhupada? We are praising him as a Jagat Guru. In the Guru Bandhana we are singing, Evejasa Gusuk Trivuvana. In the three worlds, his names, his glories are being sung, glorified. So this Sri Guru, Jagat Guru, in the very short term of the language of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur as well as by the language of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is Sri Guru? Sri Guru is one who has heard from another Sri Guru. One who has heard. That's how our parampara, Srota Pantha parampara is. Bhaktivinoda Dhara, Rupanuga Dhara, it is also called. So this is the process. A Guru is one who has heard from another Sri Guru. So Srila Prabhupada actually, he heard so many lectures. May not be so many compared to the other disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta who live in the ashram, in the different moths, different Gauriya moths in India. There were 64 Gauriya moths established by Bhaktisiddhanta. So Prabhupada did not have the chance to listen all the lectures, but he heard. Whatever he has heard, he was hearing with humility and with the rapt attention, which is also given in the Bhagavatam, the process of hearing. So during one of the later Vyasa Puja of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in the Mumbai, so usually like on the Vyasadev, the Guru Maharaj, if he is personally present, he used to give Vyasadev lectures, Vyasa Puja and lecture. So Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj was giving class on that day, on his Vyasa Puja in Mumbai. So Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, who was then the businessman in the chemicals, pharmaceuticals, so wherever he has some business assignment, and he also make plans of his business assignment as per his Guru Maharaj's presence in different cities in the subcontinent, in India. So he could attend this Vyasa Puja in Mumbai that year. So he was also listening to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And you must be knowing, when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur speaks, he will speak not 45 minutes or 1 hour. He will speak minimum 3 to 4 hours. If you go to the journal Harmonies and other disciple statement, he speaks 3 to 4 hours. That is minimum. That is minimum. So that day, Bhaktisiddhanta was speaking, and all the other disciples, especially the brahmacharis and sannyasis, they became tired. And one by one, they stood up and changed their position. They stood somewhere. Then after some time, looked the time, and one by one, they all go away. So that time, only Bhaktivedanta was sitting. Bhaktivedanta. And that Abhicharan Das, that time he was. Just a householder and not seven up, in pants and shirt, kurta pajama, like that, not an ashram devotee. So that evening, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj called all the disciples. Because this disciple had been telling to Bhaktisiddhanta Sai Thakur, why you are so much favored to this Bhakti Abhicharan Das, who has a hair, who has always dhoti kurta, he is not having, and he doesn't live in the ashram, and he is doing business, making money. Making money means woman, Kanaka Kamini, children, household affairs. Why you are so much favoring to this Abhicharan Das? So they have been asking to Bhaktisiddhanta for long, since Abhicharan joined the group. So that evening he answered, why I am favoring him so much? Because he is the only one who hears. Who hears with the patience, rapt attention, and with the humility. Whereas you people can't do that. That was. So one who has heard from a guru properly, with humility and rapt attention, and that is his duties. Bando mui savadhana mate. Savdhan. Bando mui savdhan. We are singing, Savdhan means attention. That time we cannot distract anything when we are doing Guru Puja. Guru Puja means listening Bhagavatam to Guru is also Guru Puja. So that's why Prabhupada made it very successful. And we will come to the text. When we come, our goal of life, let me tell you one thing. What is our goal of life? In our goal of spiritual life. Material life, we have 6 opulences. Everyone is trying to attain these 6 opulences in the material world also. Name, fame, adoration, opulences, strongest man, strongest person, wealthy, most beautiful woman, man. Oh, I am the great donor, renunciation. Very knowledgeable person. These are the things in the material world people are running after. But once we have come to spiritual life, who is considered that we have given up those things. Even when I personally, when I joined ISKCON, means I left my father and mother and brother and sisters. My education, my job, my money I left. So then I joined. So then what is our goal? What is our ultimate goal of spiritual life or coming to Krishna consciousness? Can you tell Prabhuji, please? Jai Sri Krishna Balaram, Radha Madhav, Lalita Visakha ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki. Bhagavad. Love for Krishna. Go to, it is mentioned in the Prabhupada. Prabhupada is mentioned that back to further progress along the path back to Godhead. Okay, thank you. मनोज प्रभु आप भी बताइए, what is our goal? Let us do interact today. Bhagavad Prapti. Abhiram Prabhu ji? Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, very, very good point. In order to back to Godhead, Bhagavad Prapti, Krishna Prem, in order to come to this point, this is not of the material world. But the one thing that we must realize all the time, every second, that we are in the material world. And this, whatever we are discussing, whatever you have spoken, talk about, is not of this material world. But we are in the material world, and at the same time, our position is, we are tathastha Sakti, marginal energy. We are very much in the material realm. And what is material realm? Material realm means dukkhalam asasatam. Dukkha means we are not happy. But whatever we are talking about, Bhagavad Prapti, Krishna Prem, or Bhagavad, whatever, back to Godhead, this is completely Sat-Chit Ananda. Sat-Chit Ananda. Like it is also, I think in the next sloka, Prabhupada is mentioned in the Purport, Iswara Parama Krishna Sat-Chit Ananda Vigraha, that is. So this Sat-Chit Ananda only we are looking for. Our goal is Sat-Chit Ananda. But we are in the material world. So how we can, but in this material world, our existence in the material world is also, we are so much attached. So then how we are going to give this up? Yes, that is true. But the first point, the sadhaka, we are called sadhaka, we have to realize that we are suffering. Otherwise, we may theoretically speak, but at the same time, we are always doing this material world business. At the first point, we have to suffer. We have to realize that we are suffering. So that starts that is the beginning of the Vedanta Sutra. Athado Brahma Jigyasa. Why I am suffering here? I have a tendency to remain always happy, blissful and all, but I am suffering again and again. So devotee has to very quickly follow the steps so that we realize that I am suffering in this world. So that we can think of that. If I am not feeling suffering here, then I will come back. Oh, I go to temple, our goal is this, Bhagavad Prapti, back to Godhead, chanting Hare Krishna. Then again, whatever activity is finished in the temple or in the ashram, in the association, then I come immediately, then I again start all this business. Whatever bhaktic affairs in the material world. Then I will never able to get this goal, ultimate goal, which we are talking about. First, we have to realize we are suffering here. That is. So now coming to the other end, Bhagavad Prapti, back to Godhead, Krishna Prem. Let us first talk about Krishna Prem. The word Prem, We can make it an English equivalent word, love. In the material world, when a boy or a girl will say to the other that I love you, if the boy will say continue every day and the girl also say like this, I love you every day to the boy, they simply keep on saying like this, how they will feel? They have to do something, enough. The boy has to do something to the girl and the girl has to do something to the boy to show the love. Many reciprocation.
They giving so much gifts. They giving so much gifts to both each other.
Yes.
Planning to meet some.
Yeah. They talk and then they go to restaurants. They make so many plans. Now they call this appointments or dating, they say. So they will plan a lot of things like that. And some point of time, even the girl will serve the boy will serve the girl. Okay? So a lot of activities will be there. So when we say Krishna Prem, there are a lot of activities. And those activities are shortly defined as loving devotional service or Prema Bhakti Seva. Krishna Prema Bhakti Seva. Those service. That is our goal. And similarly, when we talk back to Godhead also, it is not that simply we go back to Godhead and everything is dark. Finish after that. Oh, I came to Vrindavan and due to some reason or naturally, that person or devotee has given up his body in Vrindavan Dham. He has gone back to Godhead. Generally we say like this. But it does not happen in the real sense. It does not happen. One has to be properly trained. How to go there also. How to back to Godhead, Bhagavad Prapt, Nityalila Prabhas. You see, the word is now, you will understand more. Nityalila Prabhas. Back to Godhead, Krishna Prab, Bhagavad Prab is actually little higher definition. It is Nityalila Prabhas. Whose Nityalila Prabhas? Prabhas means entry to the eternal Lila. Kiske Lila? Whose Lila it is? Radha Krishna Lila. Radha Govinda Lila, Radha Gopinath Lila. That Lila only we are going to enter. That is called back to Godhead. And entering to that Lila is not so easy. One.
It's like an entrance test for the exam. So we are doing so much.
It is so much hard there, hurdles are there. One time Shiva Mahadev, he heard, and one thing that we should know that the Shiva Mahadev is the personality who has understood Srimad Bhagavatam in the full. He says sometime, and before I say this, let me say again in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Madhya Lila, text number chapter 25, 150 verse, is it said, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Swarup Sri Bhagavata Tate Vede Shastra Hoite Parama Mahatva. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Swarup Sri Bhagavata. This is a short definition of Srimad Bhagavatam. What is Krishna? What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam is such a storehouse of information of the mellows derived from the service to Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam. This is described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj. And he is also saying, therefore Srimad Bhagavatam is above all other Vedic literatures. So this Srimad Bhagavatam was well understood by Shiva Mahadev. He used to say that Vyasadeva, Shiva Mahadev is saying, that Vyasadeva, I do not know whether he understands this Bhagavatam or not. Shiva Mahadev is saying, the Bhagavatam किसने लिखा है? Who has written, compiled? Vyasadeva. But Shiva Mahadev is saying that Vyasadeva, he understand. मुझे को पता नहीं वो अच्छी तरह से समझते कि नहीं. To whom? To Vyasadeva. But he is saying, I understand this Bhagavatam very well. That's why we said Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambho. Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambho. He understood. Because he has heard, see now hearing point is coming. He has heard from a proper source very thoroughly. Lord Shiva Mahadev. And from whom only again? Who is hearing? In this Srimad Bhagavatam we have Sukadeva Goswami. Whatever Bhagavatam we have is whatever Sukadeva Goswami has spoken to the Parikshit Maharaj. And very briefly how Parikshit Maharaj was approaching Sukadeva Goswami, and Sukadeva Goswami started speaking all this Srimad Bhagavatam. So one thing we have to learn from this point also, unless we inquire that why I am suffering in this material existence. So Parikshit Maharaj asked this question, why in 7 days I have to leave my body? I have to die. So what is the best thing I can do? That's how he asked to Sukadeva Goswami. Then he spoke. So this is a lesson that in our spiritual life as a sadhaka also, at some point of time we should realize that we are suffering in this material world. Otherwise we cannot proceed. Then the speaker will only tell, you do like this, do like this, do like this. In the real sense, I have to. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all Vedic literatures, and it is saying, it is a mellows derived from the service to Krishna. So now coming mellows. Mellows means what, Prabhuji? Rasa. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Swarup. Rasa, the word rasa is also juice, right, Prabhuji? Ras. Oh, thoda ras de do, ras de do. Ras. So rasa is also mellows. So these two rasas are different. We take some juice, mango juice or whatever, apple juice. What is the ultimate realization of the juice? Mellow, that is ras again. So when we talk about in this material world also, whatever we are endeavoring, whatever we are running after, this is also based on the ras, mellows. In this material world also there are mellows are there. Mellows. And we all know, you all know better, what is the highest mellow in this material world? Highest mellow in the material world. Sex life.
Actually, this is talking about in spirituality also. This is for each story is different. So sometimes some devotees take prashadam or for me for kirtan, So I think it is a different for each people. Rasa.
Yeah, but in the material existence, when we are not talking about we are talking about material life. So the highest pleasure that one can attain is the sense gratification, and the topmost is the enjoyment of the sex. This is the highest. Prabhupada is mentioned many times in his books. This enjoyment of the sex life. This is the highest of the material enjoyment in this world. So this is also another rasa. For that only people are working day and night. Whatever any private job, government job, or any sports or politics, anything in this material world, ultimately this only, which we are talking about. Then in the spiritual life also, this rasa is also there. And this rasa is actually beyond the substance. We talk about substance in this sloka also, substance dravya. In the previous sloka it is mentioned, in the 14. I just, dravya karamasa kalasa. Dravya means the ingredients. When we talk about, I just gave the example of the almond or apple, mango and apple juice. Mango is the substance, is the dravya, ingredients. But the ultimately which we are going to enjoy is the rasa only. When you prepare a juice also, almond, you buy from the market, you remove the skin, and with the knife we will take out all the pulp. You remove the seeds also. But the skin and the seed also very much part of the mango. But you are removing. And now you put in the grinder the mango pulp, and the juice will come out. Again some stuff will remain in the strainer. आप उसको भी फेंक देगा. You will throw that out. Now juice is only there. Then you offer to Radha Madhav, Jagannath Balla Subhadrani, Tulsi Dalu offer karo. Then nicely you pray with the mantra, ucharan and all you pray. After some time, Bhagavan will come and take it. And what Bhagavan has taken, actually the love that we have given, only that Bhagavan will take. And okay, chalo, now let us distribute the mango ras, Mahaprasadam. So when you take it, mango ras will, once it enter to your stomach, it will go to the different parts of the body. It will turn into another form. It will turn into another dravya, ingredients. But what will remain? The mellows will remain in our mind. So ultimate goal is mellows only. So in our bhakti life also, bhakti rasa is the ultimate achievement that the devotee is supposed to hanker. And that bhakti rasa comes through the seva. That's how we define as Krishna Prem, Bhagavad Prapti, or back to Godhead. And it is, one has to undergo through lot of trainings. One cannot get so easily. Normally we think like that. To give up my body in Vrindavan, Mayapur or Sri Kshetra Dham, we go to back to Godhead. The training, without training we cannot go. So who will train? This is another. When today's Prabhupada statement, it is saying when we keep on holding the lotus feet of Krishna, then there is no question of fall down. So what is meant by holding the lotus feet of Krishna? What is the purport? What is the proper understanding of holding the lotus feet of Krishna? Okay. Surrender.
meditating on the Krishna's leelas and what we are hearing every day. Just focus on this. And first thing is awareness. Awareness is very important. What you are doing, just involve everything in a Krishna. Eating, sleeping, meditating, reading. This is related to Krishna or not. Then we can awareness is very important.
Yes. Actually, by the mercy of Krishna, we get Guru. And by the mercy of Guru, we get Krishna. So actually, we cannot forget Guru. In all the temples in our ISKCON society, in the Mangalarti, what are we singing, Prabhuji? Guruvastakam. Sangsara Dava is all about Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadrani? Or is it all about Radha Madhav? Or it is all about Krishna Balaram? Exception to our Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan. Vivavari Sesa Loka Pravesa. And this song is also very wonderful. From Kalyan Kalpataru, all names only. All names. Very beautiful song also. But all over the world it is Sangsara Dava Nalalira Loka Bande Guru Sri Charanara Bindam. Start from the Guru only. Actually we are worshipping Mangalati. Of course we are offering Arati to Krishna Balaram, Radha Madhav, Jagannath Baldev Subhadrani Gaur Nitai. Actually we are doing Guru worship only. Guru is in the real sense worshipping the presiding deities. But we are assisting the Guru only. We cannot directly go to Krishna Prem. We cannot directly go to the Krishna. Krishna, though Krishna is very, very impartial. Krishna Bhagavan has no impartiality. He has no partiality. He is all impersonal only. Who is partial, you know? Krishna is impartial to everyone. But there is one personality is there who is very partial. Spiritual master, Guru. Guru is very partial. When, suppose, one Maharaj is coming and you want, suppose Radhanand Maharaj came, now our Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Param Puja Gopal Krishna Maharaj is not physically visible to us, but let us talk to some personality who is physically present here. So recently, Sachinandana Swami Maharaj, Radhanand Maharaj came. So Radhanand Maharaj is in his room, he is taking prasadam and having meeting with the Leela Purushottam Prabhu, Radhakant Prabhuji and all. So you have a desire to take darshan and talk something or give something or ask for some seva and all. Rahul Prabhu wants. So when you just go inside Anana, you will be stopped. Kya sahi? What do you want? Arey, thoda ruk jo, Maharaj ka time nahi hai abhi. You will be stopped by Bakeswar Prabhu or Radhakant Prabhu, someone will stop. Or Srinivas Prabhu, no, abhi time nahi. तुम पहले से बोलना चाहिए ना. महाराज आने के पहले एक दिन पहले बोलना चाहिए. महाराज का थोड़ा पर्सनल दर्शन थोड़ा पहले बोलना चाहिए ना. So you will be stopped. So devotees are partial actually. So when we are, let us say we are approaching to the spiritual world, Nitya Leela Prabhes. Now I will come back to Lord Shiva Mahadev only, and now I will tell before I forget. So Lord Shiva Mahadev, one time he was entering to Krishna Lila, Rasa Lila, Ras Lila, right? So how he came, Lord Shiva? He dressed up herself as a gopi. It's a very general pastime only. He came herself as a gopi and also going to see the Ras Lila, and he disguised herself as a gopi and dressed up like a very beautiful gopi and all. Krishna came and Krishna is saying, this fellow is doing here? Because he could see what Shiva is doing here. Hey, come here. What are you doing here? That we are ready for a Ras Leela. What are you doing? You go and sit at the gate. Don't come here. Sorry. So even Shiva is also not allowed. Bhagavad Leela में प्रेम लीला में जाना है. Even Shiva Mahadev, who is a Vaishnavana Yatha Sambhu, who understood the Bhagavatam, considered as a Bhakti Rasa, even he is not allowed. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not allow that brahmachari, who was a Bal brahmachari from the very beginning. He did not eat fruits, any dry, any solid foods. He drank only milk, whole life. So he approached Swarup Damodar and said that, I want to attend this Prem Nam Kirtan Mahajagya in Srivas Anga Thakur in Mayapur. He approached Damodar Gosai. Prabhuji, I am Bal Brahmachari. From very beginning, only milk, nothing. Very bright and very ujjal. And please come. So then Mahaprabhu came out from his chamber and started, and he's saying, Are Swarup Damodar, what is happening today? I am not feeling any bhav. Krishna bhav, why I am not feeling any Krishna bhav, Krishna prem bhav? Why? What is happening? Did you bring anyone here? Then Swarup Damodar immediately said, Oh, Mahaprabhu, very sorry. One brahmachari has come, he has requested to attend this Prem Nam Sankirtan. Throw him out. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, throw him out. So, to enter to Krishna Lila, Prem Nam Sankirtan Mahajagya, it is not so easy as we think. So Mahaprabhu told that Prabhuji also throw him out. So that's what it happened to Shiva, Lord Shiva also. Krishna told him, you go change your dress, all these things, natak mat karo idhar. Udhar jaake apne best pehen lo, or gatekeeper mein raho and check who is coming to the lila. So that seva is. Actually, when we go back to Godhead or Bhagavad Prapti, Nitya Lila Pravesh, we are not going to join. We are going to enter. Actually, everything, the whole cosmos of the spiritual structure is actually Krishna Lila only. But how we will enter? With the seva. With the seva only. So that's why whatever we do now, from Mangalarti till the Soyan Arti time, whatever a sadhaka, brahmachari, especially brahmachari, sannyasi and, Banaprastha, Grahastha has different aspects. So for them, whatever they are doing, it is all called sadhana bhakti. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. And this process, the process of Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, what we have right now we are doing is also sadhana bhakti, Vaidhi sadhana bhakti only. And what will happen by doing this? Our all senses, we are a setup of 24 elements. All these elements are going to be purified. Our gross body and our subtle body, Mano Buddhi Ahankar, and finally the Atma will be purified. Suddha Deha. Suddha, mane purified purely the existence. All this through this sadhana bhakti. And once you are purified, when we do abhishek, pujaris are doing achaman to all the items. They are purified. Without purification, any paraphernalia cannot be offered. Even the dress we are putting to the Krishna Balaram, in the Krishna Balaram Jayanti, Krishna Jayanti we do, all the dresses are also purified by the Brahmanas. by the pujaris. Om Asraphat देखा के वो purified करते, then only then it will be used. Even the bhoga we are offering to the Lord is being purified. Without purification. So we are a jiva, so we need to be purified. Our gross body, subtle body, and finally the Atma will be purified and brought to the lotus feet of Krishna. And we came from the point why holding of the Krishna's lotus feet means what? At the lotus feet, who is there at the lotus feet? At the Krishna's lotus feet, who is there? Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namane. So our respective spiritual master is always there at the feet of the Krishna, Radha Krishna. That's what is saying. Om Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale. So at the feet of Radha Krishna it is there. So when we hold our spiritual masters, when we assist the spiritual masters service, we are automatically, naturally at the feet of Krishna only. And when we talk about Krishna Pada Sevanam, holding the feet of Krishna is serving the Krishna's lotus feet. And Krishna's lotus feet, the anga is what? Every day we are worshipping Tulsi Devi, right, Prabhuji? So this worshipping of Tulsi is nothing but the say Pada Sevanam. Again at the Tulsi Maharani, who is serving Tulsi Maharani? Our own respective spiritual master only. So when we are worshipping Tulsi Anana, we have to envision that one only. Sevadi karo nije koro nije dasi. आपका तो मेरा भी सुरानंद दास है, आपका भी अभिराम दास है ना, लेकिन वो गा रहे क्या गा रहे? सेवा आदि कारो निजे करो निज दासी. You have to give up this das again and you become again das. That is our ultimate goal. And that part is called Vaidhi. We talk about Vaidhi, Sadhana Bhakti, right, Prabhuji? Sadhana Vaidhi Bhakti and the Raganuga Bhakti. So without going through the process or being trained in the Raganuga Bhakti, whatever we talk about Bhagavad Prapti, Krishna Prem, or back to Godhead, only through training only. Those students who are training in the NDA program, today one boy is not coming from class 12, he is going for SSB training in Dehradun. So he is missing this pre-board examination today. So that training is required. So like that in our bhakti line also we need to be trained. So who can actually train? Who can actually train? Sri Guru can train. And Sri Guru means spiritual master, and there are two types of spiritual masters. What are they, Prabhu? Sikkha Guru and the Diksha Guru. In Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj in the Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Diksha Guru Eko, Sikkha Guru Aneka. So Sikkha Guru will train us. Sikkha Guru means not just who is guiding us, who is mentoring us, Prabhuji kya karna hai abhi, or should I go for brahmachari life, or should I get married, or should I do business, should I earn money this way. We talk to our spiritual master, mentor and all. These are not Sikkha actually. Sikkha means completely different, Prabhu. Whatever we are getting, it is related to this, pertaining to this body only, mind, body, for a purification process. This is also part of the bhakti, no doubt, this is also part. But in the higher level, Sikkha means the lessons which will be given only by the Sikkha Gurus. And that is all about Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu. Or we can say it is all about Upadesa Amrita. Or it is all about Srimad Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charita Amrita. Especially Rupa Goswami part is all the Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu. They are all process of how we will perform the bhakti. And that is trained by Sikkha Guru. Like Srila Rupa Goswami. And who is Srila Rupa Goswami? He is Rupa Manjuri. He is a Manjuri. So that's why, no, please don't mind, because I will end up here, conclude here. When we talk about all these things, or Radhakund Babaji, they talk all these things. But this is the ultimate goal of our life. We cannot just end up our life saying that back to Godhead. Chant Hare Krishna and back to Godhead. Prabhupada says, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Prabhupada says like that. In 1932 was the year where Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj first established this Brajamandal Parikram, 1932. Before that there was no Brajamandal Parikram. In 1932 only Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj established the Brajamandal Parikrama, which was done very much earlier by Jiva Goswami and also by Nityananda Mahaprabhu was taken by in the Parikram. Who took it, Prabhuji? Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhuji का elder brother कौन है? चैतन्य महाप्रभु के elder brother कौन है? Vishwarup. He, in very early age, he left his home. So Vishwarup actually took Nityananda Prabhu, the Harai Pandit's son, in Katwa. So those are the parikram beginning of. But actual the parikram, Brajamandal Parikram, that which we are observing now, it was officially started by Bhaktisiddhanta in 32. So when he came to Radhakund, he told, what is our goal of life? Our goal of life is coming to Raganuga Bhakti and see our ultimate goal of life. And that can be only given by the Sikkha Guru. And those Sikkha Gurus are not of this material world. They are from the spiritual world. They are all Manjuris only. And only Manjuris can tell. Rupa Goswami parts Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Rupa Goswami is a Manjuri. That's why he could describe. So, Bhakti Gyan, we have to go into the Bhakti Gyan when we get ourselves trained in the knowledge of Bhakti. Then we will ultimately see our ultimate goal of life, which is called Krishna Prem, Bhagavad Prapti, or back to Godhead. So sorry that I have gone to that point. We cannot go to the Parapat. Thank you for your attention and all. So whatever, anything I have uttered something not pleasing or mistake, please forgive me. And whatever there is all coming from Guru Granth. Is there surely anything you want to comment or suggest?
Thank you so much for you told so much things here about how can we become a serious and without seriousness we can't achieve the perfection in our life.
Right. Thank you for your attention. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitya Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanandi.